Hello and welcome to K&K Play D&D. I'm the first K, the Keith, and this is Anna and Mokana, number 16.
And I'm the second K, Karin, and I'm choosing a new dice set for Frankie, and so far I've narrowed my options down from about 20 to 10, so that's good.
And today's episode is brought to you by Decisions.
Let's get those dice rolling. Previously on K&K Play D&D. It's been a weird 24 hours or so. Norris and Frankie and I saw Joel and went looking for Runt, and we found Runt in this giant museum or something. Then this dog whisked me and Milos off to Mokana, but not before my son opened this giant portal in between our planes. And now that we're in Mokana, we've been trolling through the sewers. I'm very tired. I'd prefer to knock and have the door opened than destroy it unnecessarily.
Does someone have lock-picking tools?
I'll take that as a no.
I do. Excuse me, I am slightly confused, Sister True. You asked the question, and then answered it that you did.
You know, everybody has a few things that they'd rather keep to themselves.
Oh.
I'm sure you have some too.
I do. Would you like to hear them?
That's not keeping it to yourself, my lad.
You are right. Then I will not tell you just yet.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome. I once had a girlfriend that was a tabaxi.
Congratulations. What
Thank
am I
you.
supposed to do with this information?
I do not know. Why did you want to know it?
I didn't... What? Dorn just kind of puts his hand over his mouth and chuckles and kind of leans into Seastone like for a just shut up and let it happen sort of, companionable gesture. Keeping in mind, Dorn can't see any of what's happening.
Of
He's
course.
just hearing it.
Neither can Milos.
Both him and Anna.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Why don't you just knock on the door?
I have my tools.
What if somebody's in there and awake and they hear you unlocking their door? They'll be prepared. They've probably heard us by now anyway. You might as well just knock.
All right.
Anna reaches out her gauntleted hand.
Your people do perception checks.
Modified 20. I can't really perceive anything in this light. I'm a little distracted by a few things. I'm just waiting for a response. I'll give it 5 more seconds.
Tar, you don't hear anything. The rest of you don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything out of 20 for Tar? All right, go ahead and pick the lock then.
Yeah. True pulls out her set and attempts. Ooh, that's a natural 13 plus 8.
She did her real
She
good.
Got a 22, so she, no, 21. Sorry, I can't math.
It's fine, Keith, it's fine.
She it's done.
Anna pushes it open with her giant hand, knocking as she goes, "Excuse me, anyone here?"
She enters into the room. It is a semi-oval room here. Rough, carved. There are some torches in here casting some light. As you guys are looking through, there is a door to your left in the wall, and then a path that leads further out diagonally, front left, leading out further from this room. Yeah, there's nothing really in here as well. Just the door, and then the way through, and a few torches on the walls.
No extra storage, no sandwiches,
No sandwiches.
no barrels, no piles of rock, no statues.
Nothing big and obvious like that.
All right, well, I lead through then.
All right, do you go to the other door?
Yes.
Okay. You open it?
And open it.
Okay. You open the door, and it's a much smaller room. There's no lights in here, but you do see, backlit from you, 3 figures in here. 3 large figures. 2 of them are shambling around, but the third one, which isn't as broad and big as the other 2 shadows, its head snaps towards you. And you hear this.
Right, everyone back up, please.
And we're gonna have to do that thing.
Right.
Okay, can we have 25 to 20?
Right, so I have a 23.
Dorn is first, and then Milosh, 15 to 20.
Sure, and that'll be me. I have a 19.
Seastone,
I have an 18.
10 to 15.
I have a 10.
You have a 10 on it. Maximus will go before you. And that's all 4 of your
True.
people. True will go before Maximus.
Between Tarver and Maximus?
Mm-hmm. So your monstrous friends in there are all going at the bottom of the order.
Excellent.
Dorn, you are first.
Great.
There are 3 large figures in there. One has noticed you, the other 2 have not.
Right, so can I tell what they are? Are they beast, fiend, fae,
You
celestial?
You can't quite tell in the backlit light from the room.
All right.
But they are on the smaller side of large, on the larger side of medium.
All right. I'm trying to tell if they're my favorite enemies. Well, I guess first thing I'll do is Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm.
The one whose head snapped around.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let loose with my longbow.
Good thing there's light there.
That'll be a modified 20.
That will hit.
How many shambles are there?
There are 3 figures.
Alright, so I'm hitting number 1, I guess.
Yes, you are. You're hitting number 1.
And I did hit.
Yes.
So that'll be a total of 11 points of damage.
11. Very nice. Your arrow flies through the dark, and you hear this. Maximus.
Milosh.
Oh, Milosh. I should do something that would be useful. Milosh is going to cast Guiding Bolt into the room. That is a 13 plus 7, a 20. So he's aiming at one of the ones that hasn't noticed y'all. 5, 11, 17, 19 points of damage onto one of the other figures. And it now sparkles with little hearts and skulls around it as Milosh's guiding bolt slams into it from the other side of the group.
That's adorable.
And in this outline, this nimbus of kawaii, it is large and it's hulking and it's very muscular, but it doesn't seem to be very bright.
Alright, so feeling Dorn's sudden shift into battle mode, I'm going to follow suit.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw my short bow, which I'll admit it's been a while since I've actually used. But I'm going to take a shot. Natural 20.
Very nice. Which one are you aiming at?
Number 3, because it's the only one that doesn't have any damage yet.
So natural 20 on number 3.
So that'll be all dice.
All dice.
So that'll be 2 dice on... No, 2d6.
And 2d4.
And 2d4. Alright, so we've got 4, 2, and something that I can't see.
3.
So that gets us up to 13.
And second attack.
Right. Natural 18 plus 6 is a 24.
That will hit.
Is that still a Kensei weapon?
You retain this benefit until the end of your current turn. So yes, multiple attacks can have it.
Alright, that's 5 plus 3. The last one should have been a plus 3 as well.
Okay, so the last one was a 16.
Right.
And that's 5 plus 3, so 8.
8.
Okay, so your 2 arrows streak through the air and you hear this thunk, thunk. And now it's Tara's turn.
Great. Right. So, is anybody in front of him?
You guys have all been firing around each other, kind of. You were all clustered.
Well, we
in
were
the doorway.
backing. We were
yeah,
backing
you're backing out as you're going. I'm just kind of assuming your movement has been backpedaling away.
Right.
So
Tara gets somewhat tangled in everybody. He ends up close to the front. I'm gonna use my breath weapon.
Oh, is that a cone or a straight line?
I did not write that down. I think it's a straight line since it's lightning.
Yep. A 30-foot line. 5 foot wide, 30 feet. Yeah, you'll, okay. I'll,
Oh.
I got a nat 20 on one of them, and a nat 17 on the other, and a 2.
But surely they're not dexterous and they might have a negative?
So the nat 20 is a 19. Nat 17 is a 15.
Not as much as I'd hoped.
And the nat 2 is a 0.
Right, so that one
Takes full damage.
Yep.
The other 2 half dams.
That's 7.
There's a couple grunting.
Right, I want a Hunter's Mark. I can't, because it's Hunter's Mark a bonus action.
Hunter mark, bonus action, yeah.
Bonus action, I would like to Hunter's Mark that one.
Sister True is going to throw, is sneaking back as well, and is going to throw darts. So first attack was 8 plus 8, 14. She was going after one that everyone seemed to be going after, number 3. And the second attack was an 18 plus 8, so that hits as well on number 3. That's 8, 5, another 13 points of damage onto number 3. She just throws her darts through the crowd and like scoots back as well. And now it's Maximus. He's going to charge in there because someone's got to protect these bipedal creatures. So he's going to charge in there and attack at number 1. That is a 3 plus 8. He's going to miss. Second attack. 6 plus 9. That will hit. Woohoo. He's using his claws. Total of 9. And then he's going to go into patient defense. Anna.
Can I see where Maximus is?
Yes, you can. You can easily see into the dark now because of your new ring.
Right. What is the proximity of these creatures to each other?
The room isn't that big. It's maybe 10 feet deep and 8 feet wide.
How did all three of them fit?
They're pretty close together.
Okay. But
And
Maximus is in there.
Maximus is a small creature.
I'm gonna do it. I cast Moonbeam
Oh,
and yell at Maximus to get out of the way.
okay. So all four have to make a dex save.
Correct. Con save.
Con, okay. I'll do Maximus first. 9 for Maximus.
Oh, that's not good.
Number 2 got a 20.
Shoot.
Modified.
Good grief!
Number 1, wow, that's an 18. And number 3 is a 16.
Wow. Well, they all saved.
They all take half damage except for Max.
I yelled at him.
Well, it's not his turn.
9. This is radiant damage. Do I notice whether it seems to have more or less of an effect than the physical damages?
On...
I would take my second attack to perceive this.
I will give you perception as a free action.
Okay.
Number 1, it takes the full damage.
Interesting. Also very good.
Uh-huh. But the other 2, since for some reason they're very dexterous and were able to dodge out of the way of your orbital laser, they do take the half damage.
Right.
Okay, and so it goes to number 1. It's ignoring Maximus and is coming straight at you, Anna.
All right.
And as it emerges into the light, you can see that it's similar to the golem you faced, but a lot worse. Like, the golem is like, kind of just shambling around. This one is moving with intent. One of its hands is missing, and it has, like, this wicked-looking battle axe instead. It has patches of fur that could have been from a bugbear. It has the shoulders of an orc. It's this hodgepodge, but it works in very frightening monstrousness.
Okay.
And so it's going to take its first attack at you.
Okay.
That
Is a natural
20. Okay.
Bring it on.
That is 1, 2, 4, 8 plus 3, 11 points on that first attack.
Okay.
And now it's going to slash at you again. That is a 21.
Oh no, that doesn't hit.
That is 21 points of damage.
On that total in that turn or on that roll?
On that roll. So it was 32 points.
Total?
Total. And it is up in your grill, girl. The other 2, one is going to try to kick at Maximus. Well, punch down at him, so it's bending down. That's a total of 9, so Maximus dances out of the way. Oh, it has to make a con save because it's still on the Moonbeam. That's a natural 20, so...
It's doing fine.
It gets half damage from that. The other one is charging up as well. Going to try to punch at Anna, and you see now this one is a zombie ogre.
Great.
That's a total of 10, so it misses. It's like... woofs through the air. Ooh!
That's pretty good.
16 points of damage to number 2. We're back to Dorn.
Right. Right, I'm gonna take a shot. I can't do Hail of Thorns.
Unfortunately not.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, nice.
Which is Good, considering that I don't have any extra specialty things. Okay. So that's 19 plus 4 is 23.
Your arrow slashes into like its neck, and it shrugs it off, and you're good with the bow, and you know how much damage you do to a creature when it hits. It doesn't seem as effective.
I'm feeling a little concerned, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you should be. It is my turn. And I'm like, oh no. The paladin has been injured, and that is not good. I must do something to help. I will do healing word upon the paladin. I will whisper sweet nothings of healing in the name of Taff and Taff for the wonderful paladin that is accompanying Grand Master Lord Tarer. And that is a total of 10 hit points coming back to her.
Many thanks.
And then I am going to cast Sacred Flame
A little bit of sacred flame.
upon the zombie ogre that has missed its attack upon her. And so
That's number 2, right?
that is number 3.
Number 3, right?
It has to make a dexterity save. That, it did a 1. And so it took damage. And so, because of my level, it is 2d8 radiant damage upon it.
Okay.
And that is a total of 9
Yeah, that's not bad.
damage. As my ghostly flames, in the shapes of hearts and skulls in honor of Taff and Taff, come down upon its shoulders and burn its dead flesh.
Beautiful. That was like poetry.
Seastone, you're up, man.
Right, so I guess they're kind of among us now, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just kind of drop my bow and draw my sword in the same motion as I leap forward to assist Anna.
Okay. You going after number 1?
I am.
Okay. That hits.
Yeah, it's a 21 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make that stunning, or do I have to...
You can do it. See if it makes. So I have to roll con save, don't I, for this
I
thing?
have no idea.
That was almost a natural 20. That is a 10, so it is now stunned.
All right. Yeah, that's an 8. And it's stunned, and I'm gonna take my second attack.
You have
At
advantage.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you hit.
Yep. And that's 10.
So your first hit struck it, your sword slicing through it, and as it cuts through this flesh, you see this ripple as your ki tells the body to freeze, and it does, and you can see in the muscle as it's trying to fight, trying to turn, trying to move, but it can't. And so you're able to come back around and smack it good, and you like right through the stomach, or where the stomach should be, because nothing comes out, but you do give it a nice, good cut, deep and long. Tarer.
I'm going to take my first shot at the one I've hunter's marked.
Okay, that is a thing.
That'll be a 20, modified 20.
You also have advantage because it is stunned.
Modified 25.
Okay, then yeah, it hits.
Alright, that's 10 damage.
Tarer, can you roll me another d4?
It's a 3. It missed the...
Yeah.
missed the
So
dice right
your
there.
arrow flashes through the air, and you see this thing. You know it's undead.
Mm-hmm.
And your arrow hits it right in the left shoulder. And you see this flare of light as it hits it, causing more damage.
What? I'm gonna take my second attack at number 3. The one that's still in the room. I want to keep it in the room with on a special thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
That will hit.
And that's 8.
Please roll a d4.
Why am I suddenly getting radiant damage? 1.
And your arrow flashes through and does a nice little sparkle flourish against it as well. Sister True's turn. She is going to draw her short sword and come running up at the ogre that has come out, trying to lead it away from Anna. That is a 10 plus 8. That will hit. And her sword starts to glow brilliantly as she strikes. She does 13 points of damage upon it. And the ogre lets out this as she hit it.
Poor thing.
The second strike is a 5 plus 8. That will hit. And that's another 6 points. Maximus, inside the room. First off, he needs to make, since he's starting his turn inside the Moonbeam.
He's fine.
He's fine. Takes half damage, please.
Well, that's not great.
What?
19. Why does my best roll have to be on him?
Well, he takes damage. He moves out, skirts around, and then attacks a zombie ogre from behind. That is a 15. It hits. 7 points of damage to it. Second attack. That hits. With an 18. Another 8 points. And then he is going to use his bonus action to do a headbutt on it. Almost a natural 20.
Aw.
That is an 11, so it is going to miss.
Okay.
And so he throws his head at it and sees how close he is to the Moonbeam and pulls back, so he just misses the Moonbeam. Okay. But his first 2 cat scratches claws up the back of the calf and up into the thigh. These long trenches of kitty gore upon this dead creature. We're back to Anna. You have the thing in front of you. Oh, you need to make a con save. I'm sorry.
Why,
It hit you while you're doing a concentration spell.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. That's awful.
Your Moonbeam collapses. Fades.
Okay.
As its attacks just a moment ago kind of ripple through you.
Right, well, in that case, I'm going to cast Branding Smite on my rapier.
Oh, going with the rapier.
That's what I've got.
And you also have your glaive.
Oh, that's not on my character sheet yet. It's somewhere in here.
It's... How about that folded piece of paper?
Yep. I'm going to cast it on my glaive, not on my rapier.
Okay.
Anna is Anna is Anna. That's a 17.
It hits.
Okay.
What is it? You also have advantage. It's still stunned.
Nat 20. This is why we roll.
This is why we roll for the advantages, yes. Okay, so double all dice. What does it have to do on... You're doing the Branding Smite again?
Yeah.
Okay, it has to do a con save or something?
No, I just deal an extra damage.
Okay, roll your damages.
So I will be happy to tell you all of this after I figure out what I'm doing. I've got a D10 of slashing damage, which will double.
Yep.
I've got a D8 of radiant damage,
Which will double.
which will double. I've got 2d6 of radiant damage, which will double. All right, so I've got 4d6. I've got 2d8 and 2d10. Listen to that. That's such a satisfying sound. Oh, that's not great.
No,
That's pretty
looking
bad.
at these down here.
All right, so this is an 8, 17, 24, 31, and then all the d6s are terrible. Total of 7 from the d6s.
So,
So
38. 35.
This is why we math.
Yes. 35 plus.
Plus 1. It's a
It's-
strength-based
Yep.
weapon.
So 36 points of damage.
So, the ogre. Is that what it is?
No, it is not an ogre.
What is it?
It is, well, it's called a silent abomination.
Then it should be silent, hey? Not be growling. That's not silent.
And okay, so your attack, it is frozen because if you're kitty cat friend,
Right.
kitty cat man friend, and you step back slightly, gearing up, and you just slice your glaive through it. I mean, this weapon was designed for you, or you were designed for it, and you slice up, and then you curve around and you slice horizontally in one sweep, cutting through its chest and lopping off its head, and it burns in holy fire and crumbles to ash from
Aw.
this attack.
Well, that's sad.
And your glaive is on holy fire from it.
Can I tell you why it's sad?
Why?
Because the target sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends. And I just thought it would be fun to see a glowing zombie, like, abomination thing.
And the ash as it falls to the ground is glowing like little fairies.
Little dust motes.
Little dust motes.
Very
It's
aesthetic.
glowing.
Very aesthetic.
You still have your second attack.
Are you kidding me? I guess I do.
You do.
I'll go on number 2 then. That one has had it pretty easy.
Number 2 is still in the room.
No,
Yep.
number 3 is in the room.
No, number 3 is out. Number
Oh,
2 is in the room.
Dear, I've been doing all my math incorrectly. It's fine. I rolled a 25.
Okay, you're attacking number 3.
Sure.
Okay, you hit.
Oh, that's terrible. Anna strikes again. That's a total of 4 damage.
And the dust is falling, and in the motion you turn and jab, and your blade goes right through the sternum of the zombie orc, piercing its undead heart, and it looks at you with these sad, glazy puppy dog eyes, and the necrotic light that's been keeping it alive fades, and it just slumps off of your glaive. Dead once more.
That isn't what I expected.
The thing is dead and the other one's dead. So the one in the room is still alive, and it's going to turn around and try to punch at Maximus again.
He's a very dextery kitty.
Misses because...
What's new, pussycat?
Whoa, whoa,
whoa.
So Maximus dances out of the way, and Dorn, your turn.
I am in awe of Lieutenant Ascara. And I will never be referring to her as just plain Anna ever again, I don't think.
She's pretty formidable.
She is a holy woman.
Yeah, she is.
And somehow, did she have that weapon before? I may have already asked this. Is that the weapon that she had this whole time? Like when we were traveling
No.
and going through Green Hill and everything?
No.
Where did she pick up? She used it before, like earlier with the sandwich, I think.
The sandwich and the skeletons
Right,
and the
right,
flesh golem.
right.
But she didn't have it when you came into town. She had it when you met with the general
With
lady.
the general, yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to think about it too hard. I'm just going to take a shot.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's terrible. I was distracted by the floating fairies.
Your arrow disappears into the dark.
What kind of shot was that, man? I was trying not to hit anyone.
Well, I guess it is my turn again. I will cast Sacred Flame upon the creature that is still in the room.
Good choice.
It failed.
It failed spectacularly. Do you have a second attack, Milosh?
I am a cleric. I do not get second attacks.
Oh. Do you have a bonus action?
That is a total of 12 points of radiant damage coming down upon its head.
You missed.
No. Sacred Flame. It must make a dex save.
Oh, I misunderstood what was happening.
I am quite pleased with how much damage I have caused upon it.
That was good damage.
And so I'm going to
Okay.
step back and let the rest of the group finish it. And smile to myself as my gods have blessed us in this venture to cleanse the land of the undead.
Right, so I'm going to rush in and take a swing. Natural 20.
Go for it.
13 points of damage.
And you run in there, you kind of parkour off the walls, making it look cool. You're trying to show off, show that you're not scared that you were in the hallways.
Oh, I'm completely scared. That's why I jump off the wall.
And you lop off its head, and it collapses to the ground.
Right, so you know what I've been saying about us getting out of here? Anytime soon, do you think?
It is about time he showed what he can do.
I'll not take any lip off of you.
Yeah?
You just hold your tongue.
Yeah?
All right, now you're
holding her tongue.
Now you're just being facetious.
Yeah.
So you are alone in this room with the dead fallen, the dead undead, the dead fallen at your feet. So the room that you're in is one of these carved rooms with the doors that you guys came through, and then the door to the left that led to the storage room that had these three creatures, and then a passage straight ahead and veering to the left, heading further into the dark.
I reckon we keep going forward. Reckon you're right. Do you think there'll be more of these? Undoubtedly, but we don't know what kind, nor how many.
That is true. There will be more. I do not know what kind, but we will be ready to face them, because the Grand Master Lord Tarar, the Chosen One of the beloved twin gods, has been blessed by them to vanquish them all, and we will be here as his glory is revealed. Yeah.
It has remarkably little to do with me, actually. It has everything to do with Anna and the team and our promise to the General.
But you are the Chosen One.
I'm not the only Chosen One. Right, so could we get, moving? Anytime. Anytime.
Alright, so you guys decide to go further into the dark.
Yes.
And all that. This path leading out of this room is even more rough carved than anywhere else you've been in this section, and it's heading southeastish. No, yeah, southeastish. It's heading southeastish, curving around random turns and angles through this area. Anna, can you give me a flat 20?
Sure, not perception or anything.
No, just a flat 20.
That's beautiful, eh?
That-
It's a 2.
That is a beautiful 2. All right. That's a wonderful, lovely, beautiful 2. All right. So Anna, you're in the lead. You've taken charge. You're going through this path in front of everyone, and as you're going, you start to smell petrichor, rain.
I got that on a 2, did I?
Just imagine what you missed.
Yeah. All right, so it smells like the earth opening up. But it doesn't smell like just sewer.
That's in there as well, but
That's probably why I'm not noticing anything else.
probably, yeah. All right. Eventually, this path comes out. There's random piles of detritus and boulders and rocks that have been carved out of your channel here. You come out at the corner of the sewers. There's a walkway heading to your left, back north. There's a trail on the other side of these boulders that are heading west, but the sewers themselves, they're a big channel going north there, but also heading down southeast.
What direction did the kobold say to go?
The kobold said, head east and down.
So we'll take whatever path would take us most east and down.
All right, I need people to make perception checks.
I can do that. Anna has a 4, just to continue her streak. A total of 7 for Anna. 17 for Dara. That's a 10 for Seastone.
Impressive.
And a 21 for Dorn.
All right, the Rangers take the lead here, and they're looking around and checking out this new area that you've come out to. Tara takes a look to the right, seeing the flow of the sewage and the water going southeast, and there's no trail going that way. There's no ledge, there's no walkway. And the one heading west behind him just kind of ends after a ways. It just kind of fizzles into the dark. But Dorn, you're looking back north. And granted, you don't have the best of vision in the dark, but you see in the distance something arching over the sewer waterway eastward.
Alright, so I like to think that I know a little bit about city planning, given my position in Seabrook. So, I point out to the group that if we head north, it looks like there might be some sort of bridge that will bring us on a path eastward again. How did you spot that even? Now that you mention it, I can see it, but how did you even spot them? You have little puny human eyes.
Mr. Kitty Cat, you have been very on edge since we've come down here.
You're not helping.
Milos tries to rest his hand reassuringly on Seastone's shoulder, patting him in a very gentle manner.
And Seastone dips out of the way. Just a gentle dip. He's still holding Dorn's hand, you remember, so he acts like he's turning back to check on Dorn.
Oh, yeah. And Milos just gives him a little smile.
Aw.
Because Milos.
Because Milos. So, we go north then.
And there you have it. Another episode of K&K Play D&D is in the books. That was Anna in Mokana, number 16.
The Armory Enamel Pin Kickstarter just started and I'm very excited for it. I've literally been waiting for this Kickstarter since the beginning of the year. And I really hope that a few of you will take advantage of it because it looks like it'll be really cool. They have like spinning dice parts on the pins.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're really cool.
You know what will be on my satchel?
No, actually.
No?
There's so many options.
Oh.
If you want more information about that Kickstarter or any of the other things that we've been supporting recently, you know how to do that. You can reach out to us on social media.
In all the right places.
And if you want to just say something about the podcast itself, please leave comments wherever you find us. It helps us work with those algorithms so other people might be able to find us. Also, be sure that you tell any of your friends who might be interested in hearing what we are doing here and listening to this story.
We'd love for them to join us here.
Music was written by either Keith or me. Ambient tracks are from tabletopaudio.com. Please consider becoming a patron of Tim's. I know it seems like we're telling you, go spend money on other people, but Tim's work over at Tabletop Audio is really genuinely cool, and it's one of the things that makes this podcast great while keeping our costs relatively low, because he's just a generous person.
And finally, I'm the first K, the Keith.
And I'm the second K, Karin, signing off.
Thanks for listening.
And be well.